Right. It's always awkward when I'm home, but no one else is. So it's real quiet here in the neighborhood, and I feel like it doesn't matter how soft I talk, you're gonna hear me 3 doors down. It's so awkward. Okay, so welcome back to Brandon Farm. It's kind of a fluke video day because I happened to get off work early. So I came home and I had this big plans, right? Of like, I'm gonna clean the house while there's no kids in the house. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna do all the laundry and put it all away. And then what do? I come down to the garden and I sit and I breathe and I think and I daydream. And now I'm repotting this rosemary. So I've had this rosemary chickens for a while now, and it's just outgrown this big old pot. So I'm trying to get it out, actually, which is why I have stopped what I'm doing to talk to you guys, because I can't get it out of the dang pot. So my plan is just to roll it and kind of like tap it on the sides and get it to like loosen up and let go and pop it out. I actually dug a hole right here. Is one of my raised bed situations. So the other day, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I rearranged the garden. I took down the big trellis. I pulled up all of my beds except for the 2 big ones in the front, and I just rearranged everything. So I kind of have a plan on what I want it to look like next season. I kind of want one side to be like straight production. I want to grow a ton of tomatoes. That's kind of my main goal, my main focus on this next season. And then the left side of my garden, where I have my bench and my tables, is just going to be like kind of more of like the mellow side, the cottage garden, if you will. I want to put pretty, perennial flowers. I want to put perennial herbs, evergreen herbs, things like that. Hence the rosemary is going to go on this side. So that's just kind of the plan for now. Yeah, that's kind of my update on my garden. So rearranged everything. I do want to get my compost system. I've got to take it down and then rebuild it. I'm not sure what I want it to look like yet. But so I rearranged, plant my rosemary, update on my chickens. So I'm trying this new thing where you ferment your chicken feed, and I've never done it before, but the purpose of fermenting chicken feed is to add like those probiotics into their food, and let's just make it easier to like digest for them. I'm not going to do it all the time, but you essentially would take like I think you can scale it however big you want, 5-gallon bucket. I did it in a wide mouth mason jar, the quart. I think it's a quart. And basically you fill half of it with the chicken feed, and then you fill the rest with water. I think it's like 2 inches above the chicken feed, and then you let it sit for 3 days. You have to stir it like 3 to 4 times a day, and it'll start to bubble, and then you would feed it to your chickens. Well, I just did that. Fed it to my chickens today. It's been like 3 days since it's been sitting on the counter. And surprisingly, it kind of acted like sourdough. I had 3 jars going, and all 3 of them basically exploded and were all over the dang counter and liquid everywhere, and it was disgusting. It smelled terrible. It smells like chicken feed, wet chicken feed, which is kind of equivalent to like wet dog food or like wet cat food. It's not the best smelling thing. But anyway, so I cleaned it all up and got them back in order, and then let them set one more day, and I just gave them to the chickens and they ate it up. So apparently it adds like probiotics. It's like the fermenting process, so it's like better for them. I don't know. So it's like winter. They're kind of slowing down on egg production. Somewhere I did see that it's supposed to have like harder eggshells. I don't know. It's like a whole thing. I just wanted to try it. Tried it. They like it. I'll probably do it every now and then. I don't think I'll do it all the time. But another update on my chickens. So you know how we ride motorcycles, and well, the chickens were out, and my husband and my oldest were riding motorcycles, and my oldest child clipped one of my chickens. So she is in the hospital right now, what I call the hospital, which is like a little dog kennel. She's got her own food, her own water, her own treats, and she's gonna hang out in there for probably a week and a half. Let's see how she does. Right now she will not put any weight on her left leg at all. So she's just kind of hanging out. I did check her over. I didn't see anything like massively wrong. Like her leg wasn't dangling and she wasn't bleeding anywhere and nothing was like crushed, I guess. So I didn't see it happen. But I do know it's her left leg. She won't put any weight on it. So right now I've just got her separated from the rest of the flock, hanging out by herself. We put her in the shop when it's cold, leave her under the awning when it's not, when it's like nice out like today. And I'm just gonna let her recover. I put some ASEA in her water. I'll probably give her some chicken vitamins and probiotics. I did feed her some of the fermented feed, but she didn't want it. So we're just going to keep an eye on New Girl. That's what we call her, is New Girl, because she came from my parents. She never really got a name, so I just call her New Girl. But yeah, keep you updated on the chicken situation and my garden. So I'm going to try to get this thing out and get it potted. All the leaves are falling off the trees. I've got leaves everywhere, which is great because I'm going to use them as mulch. And I'm going to use them for my worm farm. Speaking of worm farm, we need to harvest the castings. But that's not going to happen today. With everything going on, the holidays, my mom, and everything in our community that's been happening, I just haven't been in the mood to do things. So because I have this moment of peace and quiet, I'm just gonna reset a little bit. Get in the garden, not think about anything, and just enjoy the slow moment. So, as you saw, I finally got it out. Fix you here. So, she's been in that pot for a while. And as you can see, it looks like she's still in the pot. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm going to break up all these roots. Break up the bottom, all the side. And then I'm going to put her in her new home. And she will be able to live out the rest of her day. These sprigs that break off, I'm going to save because they smell delicious. This thing smells like Christmas. It's a beautiful thing. So she is about 2 years old, I think. She's doing amazing. So it is time for her to be in the ground. All right. Get her situated. She looks a little bit on the low side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull her out. I'm gonna set her to the side. I'm gonna add some of this dirt back in. Okay, like that. I'm gonna set her back in there. Oh yeah, looking good. Broke off a little bit of a branch here. Man, it smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna take my excess dirt. I'm gonna start filling her back in. Watch out for grub worms. Because when I dug this hole, there was probably 6 or 7. One thing I am gonna add is some worm castings. Since I don't have any of my own right now, because I haven't done that yet, I'm just going to add this bag that I bought. Put some in there. There we go. Hopefully that'll take some of the stress of being replanted. All right, she's in, but I got bit right here and right here. My hand's on fire ants. So I ended up accidentally breaking off a big chunk, like a whole branch of rosemary. I don't know if I can get this to regrow or if I'm just gonna have to cut my losses. It smells great though. It smells like straight up Christmas. It's awesome. Pot is completely full of ants. And it's heavy, so I couldn't move it in time. Now it's in the middle. probably gonna wrap it up. I don't have a lot going on. I think I've had enough going on lately. So to have a not a lot going on, it's kind of nice. Run to the grocery store, go get my kid. Yeah, it's been nice though. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me today on this impromptu YouTube video day. And we'll see you later. All right, let's get the freeze frame in. Let's get the shovel, get the rosemary in the background. Smile.